Hi, everybody. Today we're going to learn about a really awesome artist, and he's got a name that is fun to say. His name is Hokusai. Hokusai. He is an artist from ancient I think ancient China or Japan. I can't remember. But he makes prints of pictures where he he stamps pictures of really cool things. So first, we're going to watch a video on Hokusai, and then you guys can answer some questions about what you see. Okay.
Hokusai.
While you're having fun reading a comic book, I'm having fun mopping the floor.
I'm not reading a comic book. It's an art book. These are some sketches by a Japanese artist called Hokusai.
And I'm not really mopping the floor. I drew a dadatastic bird with a mop, and you're on its back.
Ah! I just read about Hokusai doing the same thing in Japan. A long, long time ago. Wow, Dada! I love it. Now you're on the bird's back. You know what they call this? An artistic happening.
Just like I happened to do art while I was mopping the floor.
Well, usually there's a crowd, and they watch the artist perform art as it's happening. Hokusai was famous for doing that.
For drawing a big bird with a mop, just like I did? I'm Dada happening!
He did all kinds of stuff. Hokusai was very daring and didn't like to follow the traditional way of doing things. He was known as that crazy artist who broke all the rules. In front of a lot of people, he would do crazy things like paint two little birds on a tiny grain of rice.
Whoa! Two little birds on a grain of rice. That is zing!
Yep. Sometimes he would paint with his fingers or toothpicks or both hands at the same time. And one time, he spread out hundreds of sheets of paper outside a temple square, and everyone was wondering what he was up to. He had a broom and a big bucket of ink, and yep, just like you, he drew a big picture. No one could tell what he was drawing because it was too big. They could only see him running around making lines everywhere.
I can see what he painted. A big picture of a funny-looking guy. That amazing.
Huh? Yeah, that's what he drew. A giant portrait of the patriarch of Zen Buddhism.
Let's go, Maddie. Let's go visit Hokusai, the daring artist.
Whoa!
That was exciting!
Dada, you were so unpredictable.
It was crazy.
Yes. Crazy and unpredictable. Keep things interesting. Just ride the waves and go with the flow.
We sure did all right. And the wave brought us here to Hokusai, the great artist.
I'm just an old man mad about drawing. Actually, I've changed my name to that. Wakio Rojin. But one day, I will be a great artist. When I was your age, I was sketching everything. And as an adult, I have produced an infinity of works, with some reputation. But nothing I did before the age of 70 is worth any attention. When I am 80, I will have penetrated the true essence of things. And when I am 140 years old, then every stroke I paint will be alive.
Dada, wow! More alive than this? That wave is gigantic!
In the midst of chaos, there is a point of stability. Mount Fuji.
Huh, it kind of looks like one of the waves.
Yes, but the waves will come and go. The mountain does not change. It is always there. It is a reminder of the divine energy and is seen as sacred.
So, the mountain has more power than the waves.
Dada, wow! There's power everywhere in that painting.
But it is not a painting. It is a print. It is a series of images layered one on top of another. The first image is just the outline. It is printed from a wooden block that had first the drawing pasted to it. Then all the lines carved around to make a stamp over the picture. Then each color is printed on top from a different carved block. One for each color, starting from the lightest to the darkest.
It's like a coloring book.
Look at this one, Dada. These guys are having a picnic.
These guys are having a nice, relaxing time. Dada, whoa! A gigantic waterfall! And they're right on the edge! Scary!
Oh, I find it fun to be on the edge. That is where one finds the endless flow of creativity.
Well, you must have found that flow because this waterfall is very unusual.
Yeah! I can see the slow-moving water and the fast-falling water both at the same time. Dada, crazy!
And it makes me really feel how big that waterfall is. It flows down forever.
I just draw what I see.
And big, powerful water.
Yeah, just like the other print of the big wave.
We are a part of the beauty and immense power of nature that surrounds us.
I can do that! Woo-hoo-hoo!
Yeah, I want to do it too. I want to follow my own flow. Thank you, Hokusai. Your art is so magnificent.
Have the courage to ride that wave.
Look, Maddie, I'm making a river. Dada, flowing!
This is fun. I'm going to make someone right on the edge of the water. A little tiny person.
And a big yellow sun.
Wow, cool.
Okay, so that was a little bit about the artist Hokusai. And we're going to take a look at this artwork by Hokusai. And we're going to talk about this artwork before we get started. So go ahead and take a moment to look at this artwork by Hokusai and tell me what you see. What are just some things that you see in this picture? Go ahead. I see some birds sitting right here in the corner. I see some birds flying. I see trees that are far away and some trees that are close. And I see some hills and I see the mountain with the volcano. I see clouds. I see grass. Okay, so let's take another moment to take a look at this picture. Tell me, who can tell me what are some things that are the same in this picture? Do you see anything that is the same? For example, like this hill looks the same as this hill, and it looks the same as this hill. Does anybody else see anything that is the same in this picture? Go ahead, tell me what you see that's the same. These birds, I can see these birds are the same as these birds, they're just flying. This cloud looks the same as this cloud, just in a different place. These dark green plants over here look the same as these dark green plants here, and even maybe really far away, this dark green trees on the mountain. Okay, the sky over here looks the same as the sky over there. Okay, so here's a fun thing I like to do too. Like if this was the cover of a book you were about to read, what do you think that story would be about? If this was the cover, just make it up. Use your imagination. Look at this picture and tell me, what do you think that book is going to be about? Well, I think this book would be about some birds that maybe live on the side of this mountain, and maybe that's water that they're standing in and they're drinking some water, and then some of their friends are going to fly to the mountain to see what's going on. Maybe you can make up a story about this artwork too. So that's a little bit about Hokusai and the artwork that he makes. And we are going to make an artwork like this one here, which is a landscape because it's a picture of outside, and we're going to add some birds just like him, and we're going to use letters of the alphabet. So get your paper ready and something to draw with, and maybe some colors to add color with. Okay, go ahead and get ready now. Okay, so hopefully by now you have your paper and your pencil ready, and you're ready to make an artwork using letters of the alphabet and simple shapes and numbers and things like that. We're going to make an artwork like Hokusai, and we're going to focus on landscapes. So we're going to make a picture like the one that we just looked at, and we're going to start by making a bird in the corner of our paper. So we're just going to start with the letter V, and we're going to put a V right there. Go ahead and draw a V in the corner of your paper, a little bit up. That's going to be the beak. Okay, and then we're going to draw a backwards S. We're going to start at the top of the beak, and we're going to draw a backwards S. Okay, go ahead and draw a backwards S. Take a moment to do that. Okay, so underneath the letter V, we're going to put the letter C. And we're going to draw a C right here. Okay, go ahead and draw the letter C. Go ahead and do that now. Okay, we're going to draw a couple of letter O's. So we're going to draw a circle here. And let me zoom in. Draw a circle there. And maybe we'll add backwards C right here. And then you can put a line through it if you want to make the beak. So there's the eye. Put that back over there. Right. So there's the eye and the beak. Go ahead and do that now. Okay, so now we're going to add another C. At the bottom of that C, we're going to put another C right there. Go ahead and draw a C right there. Then behind the neck, we're going to make, what letter is that? It's not really a letter. Let's see. Just kind of like a diagonal line. Go ahead and draw that diagonal line. Okay, at the back of that line, we're going to draw another line that comes up. So one there, and one there. It's kind of like a Z. So go ahead and make a Z right there. It's a backwards Z though, right? A backwards Z on the back of that. That's the tail, and I believe the wing, part of the wing. So next to that Z, we're going to put a V, as in vegetable. So go ahead and put a V right there. Next to the Z, you can connect them. Go ahead and draw that V. And then we're going to connect that V to the front of our bird right there. Okay. Go ahead and do that now. I'm going to run out of room for my legs. So I'm going to put another V next to the first V. And then if you have room, you can draw your legs and feet. I don't. So I'm just going to put the number 11. And another number 11 for the top of his legs. And they go off the edge of the paper. So go ahead and add that V in the two legs. And then I think we're going to put a line for the wings. So let's put a line for the wings right there. Okay. So go ahead and take a moment to do that. Okay, so that is our swan. And we are going to add like a little bit of grass, a patch of grass. So we're going to start here. Oops, do I have enough room? Yeah, we're going to start on the edge of our paper and we're going to go to here and then we're going to stop and we're going to jump to the other side. Okay, and then we're going to go down to the bottom with like an S shape. Okay, so go ahead and take a moment to draw that. It's going to be like the patch of grass that the bird is standing on. Okay, so we're going to start by adding some of the hills that we saw in that picture. So we're going to start above our patch of grass here, and we're just going to make some hill lines. So like a frown, right? Frown line or an upside down U. And then maybe it goes down here. So go ahead and make some hill lines that start on one side of your paper and go all the way across to the other. It's kind of like a wavy line, and then if you want, you can add the bottom of the hill. Go ahead and do that now. I'm going to add some more hills to my picture. I'm going to start on the right side this time and add a hill that goes up and down and then goes behind the first hills. And we're going to stop right there. Put a line right there for some more hills. Let's go ahead and take a minute to add some, or moment to add some hills. We're going to start to add some clouds next. Okay, so let's add some of these clouds. They're big clouds and they start on the edge of our paper and they're just bumpy lines, right? And they go kind of long, kind of like a scribbly line. Go ahead and add some cloud lines. And we're going to add it to both sides. So I'm going to add some more clouds up here. And they're just kind of like the letter M, right? And the letter U put together. So I don't know if those are clouds or maybe it's foggy or misty. So go ahead and add clouds in the middle of your paper, kind of going towards the top of your paper. Take a moment to do that with just some bumpy lines on both sides. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and add some of the hills that are really far away. And I'm going to start on the side, inside the cloud here. I'm going to start by adding a hill that is starting to poke out over here and kind of comes down and then goes behind this hill over here. Yeah, I think I'm going to add some more hills that go that way. And these are kind of just like wavy lines. Ooh, maybe it stops here, goes to the other side and keeps going and then goes behind those hills. Okay, so go ahead and take a moment to add some hills that start behind your clouds and kind of come out. Make sure you leave some room at the top to add our big mountain. I think might be a volcano too. Okay, so we're going to add our big volcano or mountain, and we're going to start it right here on the hill, and it starts here and it works up towards the cloud, and then I stop behind the cloud and jump to the other side and keep going. And then I'm going to go all the way up towards the top of my paper, and then I'm going to add the letter U top because it's kind of like a volcano, and then it's going to come back another diagonal line this way, and it's going to go behind that other hill back there. So go ahead and take a moment to draw your big mountain, or maybe it's a volcano. You get to pick. It's up to you. Okay, so I think we're going to take another minute or so to add maybe some like bushes, right? So they're kind of just scribble lines every once in a while. You know, if they're close to the front of the picture, your scribble lines can be bigger. And if they get further away, they might get smaller, right? Just kind of like little scribbles, like little bushes or little plants. And then really far away on the mountain, I'm going to put some little V-shaped lines. Let me make this a little bit darker. Like these little zigzag lines, like there's little tiny trees back there. A little bit of zigzag lines. Maybe I'll put them on both sides. Those are supposed to be trees that are really, really far away. Go ahead and take a minute to do that. Maybe add some bushes. Put some more bushes over here. Go ahead and draw some bushes. Do that right now. Okay, so you can see that I added some color. So over the next week, whenever you have time, if you want to start adding color and finish adding color and then bring it to class to show me next time we're in class together, I would really, really like to see these projects. I think they're going to look really awesome when they are all finished. I hope you had fun learning about Hokusai. I had fun making this artwork with you and for you. And I really, really look forward to seeing you all next time. Have a great day.